Hey there, beautiful people. It's Coach Mike here with Ball and Fit Body Bootcamp, and I'm coming at you today with another Mindset Monday, or a Mindset First Friday of the week, as I like to call them. And today we're going to talk about the process over the product, or the journey over the destination. Learning about who we become versus about what we get when we're on these journeys, and shooting for these certain goals that we have. So back in 2019, Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving, myself, Colleen, the kids decided we were going to take a trip out to see Colleen's brother and sister-in-law out in San Diego. So we were going from St. Louis out to San Diego, 28-hour road trip, and we knew where we were going to go. So we had our destination in mind, but then we had to map out exactly how we were going to get there, what route we were going to take, where we were going to stop along the way, all those things. So we decided we were going to make it a 3-day trip. So we kind of blocked it out so we didn't have to drive too many miles or too many hours in one day. And we wanted to make sure we saw some things along the way as well. So we stopped at a winery in Texas that when we woke up, we were overlooking this canyon and the sunrise. It was absolutely beautiful. Then we stopped over at Navajo Nation to where it snowed and freezing temperatures to where the RV didn't want to work. So we had to call out a mechanic, and while we're waiting on the mechanic, I decided to walk up into the mountains with the dog, and it was cool. And then the Navajo don't have the infrastructure that we would have, so they no snow plows. So we had to drive in the snow through the mountains in a 12,000-pound vehicle, which is a little bit scary. And then we went on through Arizona, through the high desert, and seeing just beautiful scenery along the way up in the mountains, and it was unbelievable. So then we get to San Diego, and it rained 3 out of the 4 days we were there, which is an anomaly. When you go to San Diego, you think sunshine the whole time. Not so much. Didn't stop us from having a great time and seeing the attractions and swimming in the ocean and all that good stuff. But to this day, we still talk about the trip out there almost more, or as much, if not more, than actual San Diego. But why? Well, the reason is because of our expectations when we went out there. We were expecting sunshine and lollipops and all good things when we went out to San Diego, but it wasn't there. Now, on the drive out there, we didn't know what to expect, so we were constantly trying to be aware of what was going on and seeing different sites because everything was new, and there was so much to see as we went. Now, if we had flown, we would have missed all of those experiences. We wouldn't be as good at travelers as we are now. We wouldn't be as prepared as we are for future trips. These experiences in San Diego and the 5 other states that we crossed, despite the weather, despite the challenges, all those things, when the trip came to an end and then the new journey became, we had to go back to St. Louis. It was all one big experience. Now, while we had our expectations of the destination when it comes to our goals, it's not the end product that's important. It's what we learn along the way. That's what's really important. It's the experience that makes us better travelers. It's the experience that makes us better prepared for the rest of our journey of life. It's about what we see and who we meet and what we learn and who we become that is important, and not what we get. So I told you that story because it's essentially, we had so much fun on the journey in the parts that we didn't know what to expect. But because we were present and because we enjoyed that moment as we went, we enjoyed each moment as we went along, it just made us better people and made us better prepared for the future. And the same goes for you and your goals. Yes, the destination is great. It's good to know the destination and see the destination in your mind's eye. But at the same time, we need to be aware and paying attention to what's happening in the moment. Because when we pay attention to what's happening in the moment, we can then become aware of what is necessary, what's working, and what's necessary to continue to get the results that we're looking for along the way. So focus on the process, folks. Yes, it's very important to have goals, but focus on the process, enjoy the process, pay attention to the process. And this doesn't have to be then one of those journeys to where you're repeating the same cycles all over again, and it's one of those vicious cycles. If you can be in the moment, learn from the process, then the destination really doesn't matter. All right, folks, that's all I got for you. Hope you guys have a fantastic first Friday of the week. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.